Kowloon Generic Romance Volume 2 Review. Spoilers ahead if you haven't read Volume 1. From the cradle to the grave, the Hebinoma Group will be with you every step of the way. Reiko Kujirai, single 32, working for a Japanese relator at Kowloon, has a problem. She can remember anything of her past life. So why does this photo she just found tucked in her files in her college Hajime Kudo's desk drawer show her and Kudo smiling at the camera? They look so happy. And what is the caption? Reiko Hajime, congratulations. And there's a barman who greeted her so warmly at the Goldfish Tea House and told her he took the photo at their engagement party. When she goes back to ask him what he meant, it turns out that he's quit his job. Is there any way she could be the same Reiko Kujira as the one in the photo when Kudo threats her as she wear nothing more than an annoying work college? She has feeling for Kudo, that's certain, but she's already rejected her and returned to treating her in his usual jokey, distancing manner around the office. Kujira is spending more time at the company of Yomai, the young and stylish seamstress she met when there was a complaint about noise coming from one of the apartments. She shares her worries with Yomai, and they begin to call the other girl in the photo Kujira B. Yet Kujira A is aware that they're continuing to wear glasses like Kujira B. When her vision is 20/20, she's somehow trying to be someone other than herself, even though she's not entirely sure why. It is only setting herself up for more heartache and disappointment. But the renowned Hebinoma Medical Group arrives in Kowloon, promising amazing beauty treatments and health checkups. The two friends eagerly take up the offer for free consultations. After all, Yama has already confided in Kujira that she's completely reinvented herself by having extensive plastic surgery. Suddenly, the Hebinoma Group is all over the media. There's even a televised press conference in which the representative director announces their participation in the generic terror construction project in an advisory capacity. However, after going through various assessments, Reiko Kujirai is ushered in to see none other than Dr. Miyuki Hebinoma herself. A little overawed, she tells him she'd like to lose the crow's feet that Kudo has unlikely teased her about, and they reacts to this in an unexpected and genuinely terrifying way, causing her to flee. Does he know something about her missing past? Why do Dr. Hebinoma's words continue to resonate in her memory? What matters is you exist here and now. The fact is more marvelous than any other. Kowloon Wall City is still very much the star of his intriguing and compelling manga. Jun Miyazaki treats us the little glimpse down always mysterious passageways that seems to lead nowhere, overcrowded shopping streets crammed with enticing little restaurants. You can almost smell the street food sizzling on stoves. But high in the sky far above old Kowloon, Generic Terra gleams, occasionally catching the lights out of sight. A promise of a futuristic society. As yet, we've been told very little about it. Outdrunk with the arrival of Miyuki Hebinoma, there's a real buzz of excitement, and the glamorous aura exuding for the wealthy young beautician and his team, even more glamorous assistant, is very seductive indeed. However, at the beginning of this volume, Jun Miyazaki takes us back to when Hajime Kudo first arrived at the Kowloon real estate office from Japan. Reiko Kujirai shows up around Kowloon, takes him to her favorite backstreet restaurant, introduces him to the group of elderly men she's befriended who loves to play mahjong every day. I'm in love with Kowloon, she tells Kudo, likening the feeling of nostalgia that the city invokes in her to the state of being in love. Nevertheless, in the relationship with Kujira and Kudo that this chapter is focused on, despite the disagreements over little matters in and out of the office, his hostility, her honest confusion, what has she done or said to think him reacts so angrily, in one telling nice scene, showing his attitude towards him softens a little as she closes part of her head as he gazes at the generic Terra, a period like the moon hanging above, saying, Jean Terra shining extra bright tonight. The symbolism used by Hebinoma is inescapable. By the end of this volume, under Jun Miyazaki employs it with a light and even mischievous touch. Nevertheless, the company's cute little snake avatar begins to manifest itself in a rather more disturbing ways as Dr. Hebinoma takes an interest in Kujirai. Hebi means snake in Japanese. Checking out the print given as a gift by Hebinoma to the Wong Lawyer Reality Company. Yen Press are really doing justice to Jun Miyazaki's wonderfully detailed art by presenting Kowloon Generic Romance in trade paperback format, and it's good to have a couple of color pages at the front as well. The acts of the translation is again by Amanda Haley. A Shia letterer, Abigail Blackman work together to show us many good luck. Signs are everywhere, on walls, doors, inside shops, restaurants, and offices. Here, translation notes at the back are very helpful too to explain some of the less obvious ones, such as Kowloon currency, food-related menu items, or Kujira purposely addresses Kudo as Mr. Kudo, which is annoyed with him. It's tied with the use of formal speech in Japanese but means localizing differently for English. Again, this boy comes to shrink wrap with a slightly mystifying rating of immature, with a parental advisory label on the front cover. This is such a rich, layered, and intriguing story that is repaying several rereadings. Jun Miyazaki is one of those rare mangaka who manages to combine a distinctive and detailed graphic style with the ability to create fascinating characters and keep the reader turning the pages. The good news is the volume is due in April for Yen Press, highly recommended, 9 out of 10.